Hello knitters, Faylin from Strand Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California, and I have a bunch of classes, so stay tuned. Well, I hope everybody's getting out of the fog of the holidays. I'm starting to get out of the fog of the holidays. They seem very foggy this year for some reason in my brain. It's like, yeah, getting back on the wagon. So to help you do that, I've got a few classes. So this Sunday, let me put on my glasses so I'm not giving you wrong dates. This Sunday is the Knitting 911 class, which is where you're going to learn how to fix your knitting. So you're going to learn how to pick up drop stitches, you're going to learn how to change a purl into a knit or knit into a purl, weaving in ends, and other things. I've got a list. I have a paper. It's got a list, and I go down the list. So anyways, you don't need to bring anything but yourself. I will have swatches for you to practice on, and you can write notes on the paper I give you. So just bring yourself and ready to learn. If you're a brand new knitter, you probably not quite ready for this one yet. So if you're brand new, I'm going to be you're going to glaze over. So, but if you've been knitting for a few months now, and you're real comfortable with knits and purls, this class is perfect. And then anybody else. And I don't care how much you've knitted, I will probably say something that you didn't know that's a really good tip, and that just makes the whole class worth it. That's what I do. I'm like so happy when I go to a class, if I just get one thing that makes a difference, it's all good. So that's my goal, is to make sure we give you one thing, at least one thing. I think I'm going to give you lots of things, but at least one that makes your knitting easier. So that's Sunday, this Sunday from 10 to 12. Yes, Sunday from 10 to 12, Knitting 911. Okay, here's the heart pillow. It's not stuffed yet. So I ended up crocheting this together. It's very thick fabric, and so sewing it together didn't work at all. Crocheting it together worked really well. Now, if you don't crochet, there's a knitter's crochet where we use the yarn in our right hand like you're used to knitting, and so it's not a big deal if you're going to get it. You're going to get it. So, and it's at the end of the pillow and everything. So, yeah. So this class is Saturday the 25th. From 12 to 2, you make 2 sides. Very fun. The bubble stitch is like everybody's favorite stitch on the blanket class. We have a bubble square that does this stitch, and it's a great stitch. It's a great stitch to learn also because this makes beautiful baby blankets. This is a great baby blanket stitch and other things. And it's just a fun stitch to have under your belt. And yeah, so the pillow class, as I said, I gotta stuff it now. See, I've got it all ready. Gotta stuff it, and then I can close it up, and it's done. And yeah. This was a lot of fun, and it's really cute. I had somebody that bought the pink, the white, and an aqua. So that'll be really pretty too. Pink, white, and aqua. So there we go. Also with this, I was on a size 9. Oh no, was I on a 9? I think I was on a 9, and I would go up to a 10. I would go up to 10, or if I was on an 8, I'd go up. And look at the emailer. It's got it'll have that information on the emailer. But it is very dense, and you want it dense when you've got a pillow because you don't want stuffing peeking out at you. But it's depending on how you knit. If you're a tight knitter, go up a needle size. If you're a loose knitter, stay there. Don't go up, okay? And then, of course, if you go up a needle size, it's going to be a tad bigger. It's all good. So, and of course, and I know for sure we can get 2 out of these. As I said, for sure, if you get the Yusha, the 3 skeins of Yusha, mathematically, we should be able to get 3 pillows. Color mathematics, you just may have to stripe it differently. Maybe 1 stripe of... So each of these do 2 rows of the bubble before you change 2 sections of the bubble stitch. So you may have to only do 1 section for the colors to have the color enough of all the colors to go up, or half of one, or half and half or something. But anyways, mathematically we should be able to get 3 hearts out of the 3 skeins of Yusha, mathematically. But as I said, the colors, of the third one, you may have to deal with the color situation and just shift it up. Just shift it up. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. It's still the same colors. It's still be as cute as heck. So there's that. And that is this, that is Saturday the 25th from 12 to 2. All right, so the other pillow you can choose to make on the pillow class besides the heart one is the Noro Heart pillow. So this is intarsia. So this is intarsia, where you're going to drop yarns, pick up yarns, drop yarns, pick up yarns, drop yarns, pick up yarns, around there. So that's what you're doing for intarsia. And this takes 4 skeins of the carry-on. Yes. And you can use all one colorway, or you can have 2 colorways. The one's brighter and darker, and then you can sort of put those together in, you know, different ways, the colorways. But anyway, so that's intarsia. That's it's a pretty simple process. You just have to twist yarns when you change colors. That's about it. But again, not beginner friendly, but if you've been knitting a while and you know your knits and purls and you know you're pretty good, you can do this. So that's the second pillow that we can do on the 25th, Saturday 25th, 12 to 2. Okay, now the next class coming up is a Fair Isle hat class. Isn't it beautiful? I love this. Look at the top. It's gorgeous. So, if at all possible, I would come with this part already casted on. So this is just a twisted rib, where you knit one through the back loop and that twists the stitch, and you purl one. Knit one through the back loop, purl one. So it's a knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one, but you just knit through the back loop, and that makes it look sort of more of a ridge instead of the normal knit one, purl one. And then this beautiful little thing is called a Latvian braid, and it is really fun. So it'd be really good if you could come to class ready to do that one, and then hopefully we can get you going on this, you know, on the actual hat part, doing the Fair Isle. If not, I'll probably have something that you can sort of practice on, just so you understand what it is you need to do and how you need to do it. And then, I mean, look at the top of that. Isn't that so cute? So I use Chow, which is our, you know, basic yarn. You'll need 2 main colors, one of these, and this is a DK weight, so any DK weight would work. I would not switch around any weights of yarn because it's a hat and you want it to fit. So yeah, so we got a DK weight, and these are 50-gram balls, so you need 2 of this one and 1 of this one, so 3 of these. Very nice and affordable project here. So that class, the Fair Isle class, is Saturday, February 1st. February 1st, Saturday from 12 to 2. And last but not least, it's sort of your last chance to do the blanket class. If you're sitting on the fence, I still have a spot left, and there's still time. We can deal with your yarn easily at this point, if you because she's already ordered for most everybody. But we've got yarn, and we can deal with it to get you started. And you may have to order something and wait for that to come in, but you only need 1 color really, or 2 colors, and to start. But you can actually do it with 1 of the colors. So that is starting on, when is that starting? Oh, I didn't write that down. Hold on. Oh, the 26th. That's starting on the 26th. So it's the 4th Sunday of every month. So it's Sunday the 26th from 10 to 12 is when our first class is. And I will be, so people who have already signed up, they're like, where's it? Okay, so the yarn's going to be coming in by the end of the week. And so at the end of this week, I will put out an emailer to everybody with the instructions on what has to happen before the first class. You still have a couple weeks. Plenty of time. You're only doing 5 rows of seed stitch twice, so it's not going to take you very long to get that done. And so here we go. I've got 1 spot still. So yeah, so this is your last chance. So if you've been sitting on the fence, jump over it. It's time to jump over and come on and join us, because it's a lot of fun. You learn a lot, as I said many times. Again, I will put more blanket information down at the end of, after the credits, after the little store credit at the end of this video. If you want to watch that, it's there. And I'll have more information and some people talking about taking the class and that kind of stuff. But I hope to see you all. I'm so excited. This is the 7th one, and I'm still so excited. And the one I started last summer, we're going to be hitting our last 4 blocks, and everybody's just done so well. It's just so much fun. There's parts that they're like gnashing of teeth is going on, and oh my God. But once they get through it, and then they hit another, like lace is the one you have to really sort of get your head around and figure out how not to make the typical lace mistakes, which Mostly has to do with yarn overs. And then how to fix it right away if you did, so you're not taking things out. And so I've got, several lace things as we go through the year, and you'll notice that as you go, the progression really starts to happen, and lace is, okay, now I'm sort of getting the whole lace thing. So, as I said, last spot. See you soon. So that's it for today. I think we have some fun classes coming up, and I'm just gonna put it out here, we're gonna have a knit along coming up in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so that is it for the week, and we hope you come in and join all the fun, and I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye. Talk about the Heritage Blanket first. It is a year-long class where you do 2 blocks a month, and the blocks are all very different. You learn a ton of stitches. You learn lace, you learn cables, you learn texture stitches, fair isle, and striping, and all sorts of really cool stuff. And you also learn a lot about pattern reading. You'll get pattern reading sort of down and understand what things, when this happens, what are they trying to tell you to do. Here's the blanket. This is 16 of the 20 squares. So there's 16 of the 20 squares, and as you can see, it's lots of different stitches. Tons of different stitches you learn. Bobbles are in here, lace is in here, fair isle's in here, striping's in here. The bubble stitch is everybody's favorite. That one's in there. Yeah. So it's been an amazing class for people. So this, I think, is my 6th year, 7th group, because I took in a group at the middle of last year. We started another blanket class. I think this is actually like the 7th group going through. So what we have learned from that is that no matter how much you've knitted and how good a knitter you are, or how beginning of a knitter you are, this class just takes everything to a new level. Especially if you're a beginning knitter, man, you learn so much, and you're so much more confident in taking things out, how to deal with that, reading patterns, and all those kinds of things. Then it's like the fastest way to really get your knitting up to a new level, no matter what level you're on. Even my experienced knitters always go, man, I still learned so much in this class. So it really is fun for everybody. It meets once a month, the 4th Sunday of each month from 10 to 12. So it's one Sunday a month, and you will do 2 blocks. And then you'll go home with the cast on for the next 2 blocks, and pictures of what they're going to look like, and they'll cast on for the next 2 blocks, and so that when you come to class, you're done, you're ready to go into the block itself, and you're not having to cast it on and do 5 rows of seam stitch. So that's how we work the pattern, how we work the class. And yeah, so we use Chow, which is a fabulous, well-wearing, washable, dryable merino wool. But it's super, you can put in the washer and the dryer, it's perfect. And it comes in lots and lots of colors. So you'll need 5 skeins of 3 colors, plus 1 extra color, 1 extra that's sort of an accent color that you're going to put into a couple of the other blocks. And so yeah, so 5 of 3 colors. And then you may want to go ahead and get one more of these, depending on which one you think you're going to use for like the border and stuff, like getting it sewn together and doing the border. We do a crochet rows together, and we crochet the border, but it's a knitter's crochet, so if you've never crocheted, don't worry about it. I'm going to have you keeping the yarn in your right hand like normal, and it's really not that big a deal. So that's what's coming up. So call us, email us at the end. I'll put in, if you're on YouTube, I'll put the links down here. If you're on the emailer, then our emails are down at the bottom. So email me and let me know, and then what we'll do is you'll come in and we will order the yarn for you. So you'll be able to pick the colors, and then we'll place an order to have it come in. That way we always have the colors to pick from, and they don't want, oh, we don't have that color right now. So, and then we place the order, and you'll prepay the order, and then you'll get your yarn and be able to be on your way. So that's how we handle the very beginning of this class. So this is really like a heritage blanket. Like after a year of doing this, you've done a lot. Some people do it for a gift, like especially some daughters and sons or whatever. But make sure you're gifting it, that it's really gifted to somebody who's worthy of it, because this has been a year-long process. It's not that, you know, it's sort of a big deal, but it's also a heritage. So, I mean, it's going to be around forever, and you're going to love it forever, and that's the way that goes. So I've got, coming up right here, I'm going to have some people talking about their experiences in the class. I have like 4 or 5 people talking about how much fun they had and how much they learned and all that kind of good stuff, to try to get you to go, yes, you can do this. Anybody can do this. It's beginning. It's for beginners. Beginners can do it. And here's the other thing. You're going to probably miss a class. You might miss 2 classes. You know, life happens, vacations happen. You just come to any workshop, and you can make up the blocks, or you might be able to just figure them out on your own, because you'll get the pattern. And then, but anyways, you just come to a workshop to make them up. And, but you're gonna miss a class. That's just the way it goes. So don't go, oh no, what happens? It's all okay. It's all okay. And yeah, it all works out. So that's what's happening with the blanket. So let us know if you're interested. It does have a close-off amount to people, so don't wait too long to get, you know, to tell us that you want to be in the class. And yeah, I'll see you in January. It'll be see you.
See me?
Okay.
Well, I took the blanket class this year, and it was awesome. Thank you, Phelan, and thank you from all the ladies that were in class with me. We had a great time. I learned how to do color work. Never done color work before, and I learned how to do some cable and all these interesting designs. So I encourage anybody to take the class, because it's a lot of fun and you learn a lot.
Okay, now, okay, I've had so much fun. I've met all these lovely people. I've learned how to do baubles. Make an owl, like, what was that one where you'd go down below and then, okay. That was fun, and I've learned patience. But overall, it's been the best. Thank you.
Okay, we're in the middle of sewing these together. These are 4 of my top row of my new blanket. It's been a wonderful, wonderful year. This is the, 11th month already. And we've learned 2 new ways to knit our new stitches, and it's been a glorious, really fun time. So thanks, Helen.